Uh-oh. Shit. Is my wheel even a thing? You know, we're gonna do a free wheel if it is. Also, I turned... What? I hit this button. No! Oh my god. Stupid Twitch. Hi, everyone. Connie, I'm gonna have to refund that. As Breakfast Stream doesn't have the asteroid. Hide wheel. Fuck. Why? I apologize. Give me a moment. Twitch likes to make me upset. How's everyone this morning? I have to sign into my Twitch chat, which is weird because I shouldn't have signed out. Okay. Now hide wheel. There we go. Hi, everyone. Let's see. Hello, Little Red. Hello, Phoenix. Hello, Clay Moon. Hi, Connie. Hi, Toku. Hi, Maverick. Hi, Richie. Draconian Man. Hi, Cherry. Hi, Tally. Hi, Connie. How's everyone this morning? Phoenix. I'm bored as fuck. So you know the usual. Hi, Leo. Thank you for the drink. I've had a rough night last night. I've did not realize how upset I would be with the loss of Destiny, I guess. Does the head pat work? The head pat should not work. The only thing that it should be just kind of sound alerts and like drink and climb. Why does this say 22? But that said 32. What? That was weird. Also, I didn't even realize they had the help me earn points to reach plus as my goal. Thank you for the hugs. What was I gonna do? I wanted to do something. And I can't remember it. Oh, right. I had to refund the asteroid for Connie. There we go. And then I'll complete all. 647 requests. There we go. So yeah, Destiny, how you feeling? I'm a little sad. Like, while I haven't been playing Destiny, it was always a game that was kind of like I could always come back to whenever I'm ready to come back to it. It's really the only shooter that I liked. And like, I guess the game will still be running, and we're getting a really big update. So that's the big point. Like that's a big one. We're getting a lot of stuff that we asked for. But the fact that it took them until the game died to do these updates is a little upsetting. In Breakfast Stream, it's less of a can I climb and pick a spot and more of a just put me somewhere. Hi, Nia. Speaking of someone who'd be affected by this. It was... Destiny was the shooter version of World of Warcraft to me. It was a game that's been there for 12 years. And, like... No, not closing servers yet. Destiny 2 is no longer going to be getting updates. This next update is its last big update, and that's it. They're done with Destiny 2. And there's so much negativity being spread around on the internet about it, and not just like people being upset that it's closing, but oh, we're getting leaks from insiders that they're going to be firing a bunch of people at Bungie and all of this other stuff. And it's like, my God. Does it really count as dying? It seems, yes, it's dying because they haven't announced anything like a Destiny 3 or anything like that. We don't know if Destiny is going to be coming back. And if this is the last big content patch, what we get is what we get. Like, they're going to be focusing on Marathon, which, so I had so many cases. Pretty sure I met you, but on the other hand, I deserve closure rather than limping on. I think the game is fine if it's closing, like doing what Destiny 1 did. But we're not getting anything. We've got to, like, with Destiny 1, we at least knew that D2 was coming out. We didn't know that. We don't know what's on the horizon. And I'm not gonna trash on Marathon, but it's crazy that Destiny is trying to use it's like, this is how I feel on it. Remember when Bethesda made Starfield? And people were like, why are you making Starfield? Just focus on another game. Like, focus on the next Elder Scrolls. Focus on the next Fallout. And you had some people who were like, oh, it's a good game, just this. Or, you know, had other people who were like, this game sucks. Imagine if Bethesda was like, okay, we're going to be working on Starfield, but we're no longer working on Elder Scrolls. Like, that's it. No more Elder Scrolls. Starfield is the new Elder Scrolls. Play that instead. People would be upset. Hi, Angel. It's upsetting. It's sad. Again, I'm not gonna dog on Marathon, but Bungie, and I'm guessing it's Sony, is making them do this because Sony is honestly ass. But why would you pick a game series, a game that has less players than one of the biggest games, like a genre defining game? And I know people will be like, oh, but Warframe. Stop that. I will not play Warframe. I do not like the look of Warframe. It does not look like a game I will enjoy. I like Destiny, and it could be just a series that kept me afloat during a really rough time of my life. And it could just be like, oh, rose tinted glasses. I enjoyed it. Honestly, Nia, that's exactly the same feeling I have with Final Fantasy 14, even though I played 14. So many people, the amount of times people come in and are like, oh, this is better than this game. Play this. Can't believe you're playing that shit game. It's just a complete, like, killing of the people who enjoy those things. Like, I'm gonna crush you with my feet, Angel. Hope you're ready. No amount of bricks will save you from that. Don't, yeah, don't, if you want, if I were to walk up to you and be like, hey, I want you to, I don't like the fact that you're playing this game. Imagine, we'll use Apex and PUBG, because that's a fun one, or Fortnite. You're playing PUBG in 2026? That's a shit game. Go play Fortnite. Fortnite's way better. It's like, no, it makes you sound like an asshole. Hi, Zelda. Warframe is your kind of thing because of money, or not? Not your kind of thing because of money. Hi, Pocket. Here's one. We'll use a streamer. We'll use streamers instead. Imagine coming into my stream, right? We'll use Ness as my example. Imagine coming into my stream and in my chat be like, you guys are still watching this bitch whore Sanus Sangria? You should watch a real streamer like Ness. You're gonna fuck people off. Hi, Pocket. Let me get your climb. Ooh, Clay, thank you for the stretch. You just don't do that. It reminds me of like being in middle school and you watch anime and you let people know like, yeah, I watch this anime, and then the people in your class are like, you're watching cartoons still? Watch live action shows like a real person. So fuck you. There you go, Pocket. But you're a bit complimentary. Thank you for the drink, Lil Red. Stand up. Ugh. I'm gonna finish my food and then I'll stand up. Holy shit, I'm visible. Right on my toast. I see where I'm going to eat first. Literally every Prime I've bought. Oh, you want to be in the egg instead? I never understood those arguments, even if you call them that. It's just people trying to belittle others for stuff that they like. Go, go, go. Morning, Calendar. Thank you for the subscription. I hope you're able to cool off today. How do you feel about having spines stabbed in your foot? Depends on how deep your spines are. Yeah, when you can play both games or enjoy it. When I played WoW, I mean, I still play WoW. Before I played Final Fantasy, before Shadowlands came out, I remember this guy in my roleplay server. He would come in and he would talk so much crap about me to myself because I played World of Warcraft and not Final Fantasy. And it made me hate Final Fantasy as a game. Like, people all the time says, oh, this community is better. Don't realize how toxic and bad that makes your community sound. Oh, Clay wants to climb. I can't do the booba today because we don't do body climbs for breakfast stream. But I can put you in my breakfast somewhere. Put you right there. Ugh. But yeah, that's not how you get someone to want to play your game. Hey, I enjoy this thing. Yeah, well, that's stupid. Enjoy the thing that I play instead. It's way better. No. It's kind of like when I talk about Pokemon versus Digimon, and like I know I'm overly like massive on loving Digimon more than Pokemon, but like I'm not gonna change anyone in my community. Like they're gonna look at Digimon and be like, this is stupid. I like Pokemon. I'm not gonna change anyone's mind about preferring Pokemon over Digimon. That's just not gonna happen. That's all on them. They have to figure that out themselves. Size of an entire person, though normally they're about 12 inches long if I'm not in rage or in human hunting mode. I'm just saying, Angel, you rolled the size chart, the size wheel, and that's what you get. You gambled, and your gamble was me stepping on you. You can't punish me because you decided to gamble. Angel wants egg. I want my toast. I want my toast. Oh, put you on egg in 1 second. I want my toast. How? Oh, speaking of high bread and butter toast, I'm eating you right now. I beg him. Pocket, you somehow gambled and essentially got the same damn thing. Mm-mm-mm. Angel wants the egu. I was hungry this morning. Fitting, it's true. The universe is making fun of me. It's true. L luck stat. Pocket, you do have a lower luck stat. All right, I want to rant. That's what we use this morning for, right? We love morning streams, right? I hate when anime, and this is a big thing in anime, especially right now. Anime is like, look, you got a mouth one as well, Phoenix. Anime is like, oh, I put all of my stats in, I dumped everything into luck, and then luck becomes the best stat in like ever. I don't think half the people who play video games and make anime, I don't think half the people who make anime understand that the luck stat, it's not that it's a bad stat, but it's nowhere near as good as they try to make it out the seem. I dumped it all into luck. Thank you, Megan, for the drink. Mostly getting redacted interactions, so I guess I'm lucky. You might be. Milk can only get you so far. Luck is for good for Gamba. It's good for Gamba. What'd you get, Kojo? I'm gonna poke you with my thighs. How's your morning? It's a very somber morning. Mourning the loss of Destiny 2. I feel like bad luck is used as a crutch for bad writing. I can see that. Yeah. I've been in mourning since yesterday. So much, like, again, I didn't stream last night. Look, Phoenix. You're stuck with the mouth. Is that egg yolk soft and gooey or just all soft and gooey? I don't like hard to eat my egg yolks hard when I have over easy. Ooh, redacted play. I would spend again, but I'm broke. Are you broke on points? What happened to all your points? What all do you don't what do you redeem to use all your points? Cherry Gamba. Dude, my chat loves my Gamba. The climb and the spin, they're both really expensive. My climb is not that expensive. It's 500, right? Yeah, it's only 500. The spin's 1,000. It's a little expensive. Hi, Wilson. Good morning. The wheel hates me. I thought you said you had good luck. Butt pat for you, Cherry. Might turn into a blanket shirt. You okay? I've been having a time. I've had a rough time. I know it's silly to most people. Like, oh, Sanus, it's just a video game. Like, calm down. But again, we have yet to get any confirmation of a sequel to Destiny 2. So this could just be it. That could be completely it for the series. Destiny 2 might be the last of Destiny that we get. It's not that expensive, but the prices stack up the more you use it. That's fair. That's fair. So where are you at right now? I'm in my living room. There you go, Phoenix. Of course, if you gamble 3 times, you're gonna get a different outcome eventually. Hi, Nap. But yeah, we had a time. I don't really talk about news, but I didn't happen that one month. Like, Warframe outpaces Destiny 2 on Steam with 4,200 players online. And oh, it's because Paul Tassi fucking made a post about it. The online server is going to be still be running, but it's not going to be getting any more updates till after June 9th. It's true. It's true. At least it's not as bad as someone else. I've seen that someone had a get robbed redeem and it was like 10,000 and it just takes your points. I follow a person who has a 6969696969 redeem, and I lurk in his streams a lot, so I did get the points and redeemed it. All it is he just goes, nice. And that's it. There's no point into the redeem. All it does is go, nice. Nice. I wish I had more points to gamble them away. It's because you do gamble them all away. I wish there was a way to earn points more than what we got. I mean, there is, but it's capped per month. I think that's stupid. You gamble all my point in the climbing because I like the view. And I will make you into a maid permanently. Oh, actually, hold on. I apologize. Thank you for reminding me. Pocket. Ba 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 ba. Had to find it. I think it's all the way at the bottom, right? Yeah. Text. Is this it? Bam. There we go. Making noises, the hecky. Hi, Bike It. I saw your video on the Twitter. I did miss saying that pretty face video. Oh, thank you, Megan. Well, I'll hopefully always be around. I don't have any plans on retiring anytime soon. Mind you, I can't say I've never thought about disappearing into the ether, but I don't think I'll do that. I put too much work with Sanus, and I put too much work into all of you, and I think it would just, if I disappeared, it goes completely against my whole reason for streaming. Streams will never end starting today. If I lived alone, you bet I would probably have my stream up 24/7. Doesn't mean I would be always on, but I would definitely have stream up 24/7. I'd probably have like more unique AFK things. If you disperse, I'd probably regress. Phoenix is like, please, let me go back to my roots of being an asshole. You can't disappear, ass too fat. You quite literally can't, too big to disappear. I've learned that this month has been rough. Not stream-wise. Stream-wise, actually, this has been one of my best months ever. I don't know what happened this past month, but like, yeah, this has been one of my best months stream-wise that I've ever had. It's the outside of stream stuff that's been rough. Things like Chilled Chaos announcing his retirement after 20 years, and the Destiny thing. It really, it's like, my God. I've been disappearing due to seizures getting worse, unfortunately. Ooh, sorry to hear that, Megan. Just know that you will have a place here when you are able to join us and watch. there was a Twitch streamer who got banned from the game he plays the most. And it kind of makes me giggle a little bit. I don't know the streamer, nor do I give a shit. Because, like, I'm not a Final Fantasy 14 person. But basically, he was attacking other players. Like, not in-game, but, like, verbally. And 14 has a rule that if you have the game up, you cannot take part into toxic stuff like that. And he had the game up and did it, and Square caught him and banned his account. He didn't do it in game, he did it out of game. So Twitter is like, you have half of Twitter who was like, fuck yeah, because they didn't like him. And then the other half is like, you know, that means that this means that they could do it to you too. Or cancel culture, being woke is so bad. And it makes me laugh. Yeah, they have a strict no bully rule. It's crazy that they thought that was any different. And the guy goes, I didn't know that they could do it if it was not in game. It literally says in their TOS that it says 2015, before 2015, that you cannot do this. And they did it anyway. Hi, Tom. Yeah. Speaking of old content creators, have you heard Starbomb is going on tour? I didn't even know that they still made music. They made we've listened to their most recent album, Phoenix. That was last year, wasn't it? Hold on. Starbomb album. No, it was 2 years ago. They did Rise of Lyrics 2 years ago. So he knew what he did was against the US and he did it anyway. Well, he says he didn't know that you couldn't say. He thought that he would have been fine if he wasn't doing it in game, but he wasn't. Thank you for the drink pocket. It's true. Well, I mean, like, all these people are like, but this is just censorship and stuff like that. It's their fucking game. If they choose to not have that type of stuff, that they don't want it, they're allowed to. If you walk into a restaurant or a business office or any private property and say a slur or start attacking someone in the middle of it, verbally, doesn't have to be physically, verbally, they're gonna kick you out. Cow, 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 cow. Ness, thank you for the resubscription. You get some bed, you get some more sleep. No, you. I think you'd have to be in the game for it to affect you, not gonna lie. In their TOS, it states, please note that Square Enix may issue a penalty in its discretion, even if a report has not been filed. But the act was found being conducted in public areas, such as Say and Shout, search comments, Party Finder, or online video streaming services. Boob morning, Panda. Reminder, it needs to be said. Okay, if I put myself in, we'll use World of Warcraft. I put myself in the World of Warcraft category, and I have the game showing kind of in a corner, and my model is on screen, and I'm having sex. just straight having sex, and the game is in the corner, Blizzard can, in all rights and legality, ban me from their game because my face, what is going on, is basically a quote advertisement for their game. Why is that? You're hypocritical, lady. Currently working on an assassin build on Dark Souls 2 Scholar for Sin on my Xbox right now. Oh, cool, Zelda. Let me throw Panda somewhere. Thank you for the climb. So yes, like you might sit there, oh, but what about freedom of speech? Freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequence, as well as does not make you infallible. Freedom of speech just means that they can't stop you from, like, saying your piece. They can't stop you from saying it, but they can keep you out of their area. It's one hell of a hypothetical. I mean, okay, then I'll use a different hypothetical. Like, I'm going on a big tangent about how this thing over here is fucking stupid because, you know, I'm saying something bad about someone, right? I think I'm over here attacking someone. Like, yeah, it'd be bad. Oh, snap. Good morning. Good morning, Great Crow. Hi, Ann. Good morning. Mwah. Kaiju kisses. Oh, about the government suppressing speech. Exactly. Freedom of speech is about the government. It has nothing to do with everything else. Steal the kisses, quick. What's on the breakfast menu? I had eggs. I had over easy eggs, bacon, home fries, which are just fried potatoes, and some toast. It was actually very good, and a cup of coffee. Steal the kisses. Pocket would try to steal the Hershey kisses. Like, you know, we'll use stream chat, right? Say I'm having a normal conversation with you all, not even about this. Say we're talking about, like, I don't know, puppies. We're talking about how cute puppies are. And someone pops into my chat and they start just saying some of the most rank things right now. Like, yeah, I'm gonna ban them. And if they go, you're just suppressing my freedom of speech, this isn't a government. This isn't a democracy. It's a Sanoscracy. I'm the big one. Anyhow, gonna go craft lunch. Bye, guys. Bye, Pocket. Thanks for stopping by. Flowing into the night. Hi, Bit. How are you? Look, Bit, you're sitting on my toast already. Speaking of, I gotta go let my dogs in. Give me one moment. Being at my door, huffing and puffing, trying to get in. But my door's not made of straw. He can't puff and blow it down. Get in here. Disappear. Disappearing. He's doing what now? I shall topple the Sanus regime. No, you can't. Pocket wishes he could do something. I thought her door was broken. No, my door is broken. So have I told you guys how I semi-fixed it? Because it's really stupid. It's really, really stupid. So my door actually is at an angle for some reason now, and does not, the latch to the door does not close properly. So to do a temporary fix, I took two pieces of thin cardboard and I stacked them on top of each other. And I then drilled two screws into my wall with said cardboard. So now the door, it doesn't latch, but because of the wedge, it actually keeps closed. We nodded because Sanus was explaining something serious and I'm just awful. Oh. Manga artist permanently banned from Google after private upload. Oh no. Sorry, Sanus, I'm trying to be. No, you're good, Megan. I didn't see anything bad. Who's doing what now? What happened? This manga artist got banned from Google Drive for illustrations and because it detected child porn in the illustrations. Don't make your characters look like children. Right? Like, it's pretty easy. Get bonked, loser. Welp. Like, I feel bad for someone. There's have you I've have I don't think I have. There was a family that got their entire Google everything banned. And it wasn't just like one account. It was multiple accounts because of their son. So basically, which I'll get into what the accounts had here in a moment. Basically, this, I think he was like 14, thought it would be a funny idea to take like the Google Home camera and record like a striptease of himself on it, and it uploads it to the cloud. Google detected child porn from it, and it got his entire family's account banned. Now, the family is him, his father, his mother, who runs their own business, and all of their stuff was on said account. So that entire business basically lost everything. And then his older sister, who was in college for a medical degree, was they were doing their big like written thing. I can't remember what it's called. Dissertation. And that was stored on it. And it was like a couple days till they had to present it. And that was deleted and banned. Hi, little Red. Can finally lay down and relax now. Good. Thesis, thank you. Thank you, Velos. Thesis. So this kid in his dumb, stupid, dumb head was like, I'm going to do this. And all of his family, he basically ruined his entire family's life. All at once. I'm going to crush you with my boobs. Hi, Nip. Or I forget, I want to tell you the game I'm playing has gotten better than I expected. Holy, oh, what game are you playing? Absolute insanity and stupid. Yes. Uh, uh, um, so yeah, that was a very funny story to read the day that I read it. Like, it's crazy. And when Google detects that stuff, that's it. They're done. Like, you're out. They're getting rid of you. Did you guys know Echolopolis, the Scarlet Covenant, it's a grinder game? Oh. Okay. To be honest, it probably would have disowned him. The issue is if it's a false flag. Yes, that is the issue. But that's why I don't upload pictures either. No, in case like look at Sanus. If I uploaded Sanus, a picture of Sanus onto my Google Drive and Google saw that I was a child and deleted my account, like, it would be devastating, absolutely. But I don't do that. I don't have, like, I have children characters, but I don't make them nude or anything like that. Put clothes on your characters. Don't lewd the child looking characters. It's so easy. So easy. So I gotcha, but you could choose whether or not you could choose to use real-time money or grind to earn things. Oh, okay. It's just it's fully automated. I played some of Lords of the Fallen again last night during my time not streaming. And I like it after it's been updated and patched and all of that. I don't know if I'll get the next one. Don't lewd the child, it's so easy. See? Also some Big O vids. I saved pics to Google, but mostly just the old models I've gotten. I have an external for my models. MMORPG and open world. Oh, I do like MMOs. I did download Destiny yesterday, and I was gonna stream it, but I actually removed it again from my PC. I'll probably bring it back whenever the final update comes out. Sounds and images are on Google. Crossover play. That's always good. Games need that anymore, especially live service games. If you are a live service game, you need to have that. Like, it's insane that there's a bunch of live service games that don't have it and their fan base are just completely split. Had an external, but turns out some files I had on it were malware ridden. I didn't want to touch it with an 8-foot pole. Oh god, you gotta scan that stuff. Keep your files good and safe. Keep your files good and safe. Wish that my hero game had that I actually have FOMO for all those skins mods. Wish that my hero game had that. I actually have a FOMO for all those skin mods. Okay. Does the My Hero game have skin mods? Really? Not many live service games have skin mods. My Hero Macadamia Nut game. My Hero Ultra Rumble skin mods. The other thing associated with my Google account are spam/scam or very old accounts that I don't care for. Like, I'm never gonna war game as a company again, which means I'm not playing World of Tanks Ships War Thunder. Yeah. How does this work? I was stupid and kept downloading size comics off the internet. Don't download those, y'all. You'll never know if someone has a Trojan in them. Oh, yeah. So I don't give a fuck if they disappear. I feel that. Not even just for the characters either. My Hero Academia is such a good game. Or good series. That is a series I have to watch who I talk to about it. Because it is one that's definitely divided by many of the viewers. My older sibling, for example, does not like the fact that Todoroki's father was let off so easy in their mind, even though he's a cripple. I dropped it season 3. I dropped it season 2 or 3. I can't remember. Hi, King Vikaroth. How are you? There are a lot of... How do people do this? I think more games should let skin mods in it. If you ask me. Agreed, Sanus. Yes. Finish the whole anime. Oh, cool. I think they should let more skins in games. The reason why they don't is because they want to make money, and they can't make money if they let people make their own skins, which I hate that. I got one for the Endeavor Redemption thing. I just don't care about I don't care about a lot of anime that's more mainstream stuff. My Hero, I watched it from the beginning. I think it was season 2 when I stopped because I just stopped caring. The Google account, my main Gmail was leaked because of data breaches from some old website. Oof. Dragon Ball game where one person plays the villain is still going. I thought that stopped. I thought the Breakers was over. Hold on. Dragon Ball the Breakers shut down. Really? It's still running. Oh, it's in maintenance mode too. That's why. Dragon Ball is cool, just not for me. It's not for a lot of people. You just have to you gotta get into it you want to. Dragon Ball. My issue with Dragon Ball is they don't know when to stop bumping things up. Taimokoa, thank you for the follow. Welcome to being one of my little cuties. Hope you're having a fantastic night. Excited for Xenoverse 3. Hello, Giantess Girl. Hello, welcome in. Taimoko. Nice to meet you, Taimoko. Thank you for the follow. Gotta find what things you're into. It's true. I honestly wouldn't know where to start. If you wanted to watch Dragon Ball a bit, start with OG Dragon Ball. It takes. I haven't even watched Super. Watch OG Dragon Ball. OG Dragon Ball is honestly a good watch. You could also watch Z if you wanted and start there. But like OG Dragon Ball just has a charm to it. I'm excited for 3. I didn't play 2. I may have an answer. Taimoko. What's your question? DBZ Kai is the one without filler. Yeah, you can watch Kai. Are you a giantess girl? I am a giantess girl. I am. 800 feet tall. Yeah, giantess kaiju. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, but I recommend starting with Dragon Ball. I personally genuinely couldn't get into OG Dragon Ball. OG Dragon Ball, you get into it and you watch it like it's more of an adventure show. And it does have a better story. I mean, to be fair, it is just Sun Wukong. But I'm a tiny boy. I'm a very big girl. I don't know how tiny you are. That means very, very big if you are. It has its comedy. Yeah, it's comedy. It's more grounded than Z or Super. I've never said no Dragon Ball, but I want to. Never seen what I ever want to when I get to Dragon Ball. Base Dragon Ball is good. And it gets you to know the characters more. The problem with Dragon Ball Z. So basically, Dragon Ball is more grounded, and when you watch them do stuff, a character, say we'll use Piccolo. Piccolo is he's strong, but he doesn't overstay his welcome. Where Z and Super, they tend to make their villains overstay their welcome. Boo, for example. How many episodes is the Boo saga? There are characters that really only do things in OG, so it helps you understand why they're around and say, yes. He's green and sexy, it's true. Episode, hi Haru. How many episodes is the Boo saga? The entire Boo saga is 97 episodes. And then Kai, the final chapters, covers 69 episodes. The entire Cell saga, which I guess I shouldn't, it should be the Android saga, Cell saga. Android saga episode number. Okay. We're going to include the Android saga for Cell. So, including the Android saga with Cell, it's about 64 episodes. And then Namek saga episodes. The Namek saga and then we'll do the Frieza saga. I wish I'd get like an actual episode list. There's for the Frieza saga, there's 33 episodes. I have quite another question. I am a tiny boy. What's your question, Taimoko? So they went from 64 episodes for the Android saga and Cell saga to 97 episodes. Namek and Frieza aren't the same. Namek and Frieza ish. It's weird. It is the same, but it's kind of like the Cell saga, Haru. They don't include the Android saga, even though it is the same. Funniest part, Boo happens in one day. Yes! The whole Boo saga is a single day. 97 episodes. Let's see. How many episodes in DBZ? There's 291 episodes in Dragon Ball Z. One entire saga. The whole Boo story takes place in almost a third of the entire series. That's crazy. That's why, and again, don't remind me I had uncut orange box. Oh god. Wait, the Boo saga did? Damn, didn't know that. Yeah, that Boo saga is, it gives you some of the best Dragon Ball, but it has some of the worst of Dragon Ball overall. Because the boss Boo overstays his welcome. It's just too long. Dragon Ball by itself, just base Dragon Ball, has 6 seasons with a total of 153 episodes. And I really don't feel like it overstays any of the... There's no overstaying its welcome with it. Even Piccolo. Piccolo himself, because you have King Piccolo, Demon King Piccolo, and then regular Piccolo. Even he doesn't overstay his welcome. The best saga in my opinion is Saiyan. Saiyan Saga and then Cell Saga are the two best sagas. Saiyan because it still had some of the OG Dragon Ball feeling to it. Some of, not all of. With a little bit of mysticism and stuff in the world. And you really felt some like difficult stuff with it. You can actually, hold on, let me see if I can find the YouTube for it. At least it used to be on here. I don't know if it still is. It also had the perfect villain. You can watch the entirety of Dragon Ball on YouTube as full feature-length movies. I watched the entire King Piccolo arc in an hour, essentially. Someone uploaded, they've been uploading the uncut versions of it. And it's just a big long movie. And it's good. It's also the first time you get to see the Zenkai boost in action. Reminds me someone cut the earlier Silent Hill games into movies. Oh, that's fun. You also get to watch, like, so many. You get to watch Goku back when he was like a destructive child. But yeah. I don't know. That's just my feeling. Like, Dragon Ball itself, really good. Dragon Ball Z, I think, is really good for certain parts. I think certain things overstay their welcome a bit too much in Dragon Ball Z and onwards. Like GT was only 64 episodes, it looks like. There's also Seed of Might. They basically color corrected and made HD re-release of everything. Oh, that's cool. Goku was a child of chaos from birth. Well, he is a Saiyan. The Tree of Might. Fun fact, the Tree of Might movie, the villain is Turles, who is a Saiyan. His name is supposed to sound more like lettuce, and Turles is not the correct pronunciation. The Christmas Tree of Might. Shenron, take a look at this forest. This forest. You wish to repair this forest, one that's become very desolate and death. What? Hell no, I want a Christmas tree. The best Christmas tree ever. GTS 64 episodes, 2 episodes that are literally just recompilatory episodes. Yes. That was when TFS was seeing how far they could push things. Okay. There is a specific scene in the Tree of Might. The Tree of Might TFS abridged, and it's the scene where Piccolo was fighting one of the minions from in his crew, the Crusher Corps, Crusher Corp. Yeah, that's what it is. The villain gets blasted out from the roof of the building, lands, and he goes, "I'm gonna go back in there. I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind." And he gets blasted out again. And he's like, "Oh, round 2." And he gets back up and he goes back in, blasted out. He said, "All right, one more time." And he goes in, and Piccolo meets him inside. He's like, "I'm gonna wait down here and get him." He's like, "Oh yeah, that's neat. Yeah, it is." Oh, and then he gets blasted. That scene, that was Lord Slug. Oh damn, never mind then. I'm wrong. They're meant to overstay their welcome on purpose because during the whole issue they get stronger, which makes Goku need to get stronger. It just creates crazier at the time. Well, it only really the overstaying their welcome really only felt that way with Boo. Because again, 97 episodes is so fucking long for one main bad guy, and that's it. And he just kept getting stronger and stronger. And you'd sit there and go, oh, he's about, they're about to finally beat him. Gohan's here, or this is here. Vegeto's here. Nope. Nope. Oh, he gets another form. Nope. That guy was like Lord Slug every other word. It's true. Man straight up pulled a Vegeta. Vegeta didn't want to kill people. Boo absorbed. Except, the issue with that, Panda, he didn't want to kill the people Boo absorbed, and literally they get him out, and then they fucking die. Like, the whole them going into Boo to save the people he absorbed meant, but it was literally meant nothing. It meant nothing. And I don't understand, like, life and death means nothing in Dragon Ball in the first place. Yeah, they failed. That's kind of the point. But they didn't fail. They succeeded, and then they failed. In their defense, Boo was the first motherfucker to actually blow up the planet. Not that it wouldn't have stopped any of the other ones, to be fair. That's the issue with Dragon Ball is there are stakes they put on, but there's not. Wasn't there a limit with the Earth Dragon Balls bringing people back? They have the Namekian Dragon Balls. Life means nothing, but would you kill your children if you could revive them, though? Would I kill my children if I could revive them? I mean, I guess it just depends on the situation. They were at a doomed situation from the beginning. Here's the thing. It's so out of context situation. Their sentence, yes. Yes, it is. Life means nothing. It's not that life means nothing. It means death means nothing. This is a lot of moral questions right now. Because, like... Okay. They didn't know that, like, properly if the others were alive. They just so happened to have guessed that they're probably alive in there, right? They had no idea. They were gambling on the idea that they would have been alive. Sure, Book was probably like, oh, they're alive inside me. Would you kill them? And it's like, Boo could have been lying about that. Goku, Vegeta could have at least... Goku has instant transmission. He could have literally grabbed both of them and then gotten out. Somebody died, but at what cost? Dragon Balls. Oh yeah, no cost. Yeah. But like, and that was the problem with the Resurrection F movie. You know? Resurrection F, at the beginning of the movie, they kind of showed that Whis had the ability to turn back time. So of course they were going to use that in the movie. Frieza blows up the planet. So what does Whis do? Returns back time. The problem is, okay, if it is a situation where I'm sitting here and I'm trying to fight off a person who is going to destroy the universe, and I know I can easily beat him. I've been overpowering him for a while. I'm just playing with him. I have the ability to bring everyone else who has died back to life. And if you say, oh, the Earth Dragon Balls are just going to be destroyed if Dende, because like Dende wasn't destroyed, so if Piccolo died, it didn't matter. And as you said, the Earth Dragon Balls have the. It's not that they can't bring someone back to life they can't bring them back life more than once. You can't make the same wish more than once. That was the stipulation of the Dragon Balls. For example, bringing Chaozu back to life after he killed himself during Nappa. They couldn't ask to bring Chaozu back to life. So you have to word your wish in proper ways. For example, the Dragon Balls, like, their whole thing is you have a year to use them, or you use them, and the Namek, yeah, so you can bring a group of people back as long as the wish is within the year that they died at. So the Namekian Dragon Balls wish is one person at a time. That's why they use the wish to bring the Earth back. And then they... Hold on. Something's not right. The saying, like, part of my brain is like, but this is a good fight. Hold on. Yeah, I know Dende never died. I'm trying to remember what the wishes were specifically in Boo Arc. Okay. Haru, there's an issue. The Namekian Dragon Balls can revive more than one person at a time after the Frieza saga. Mori, the guy who has the Namekian Dragon Balls, gave them more power to allow them to revive multi-people. Exactly. The wish on the Namekian Dragon Balls was revive all those killed since the morning of the 25th Martial Arts World Tournament, except for those that are evil. No, they didn't use the Earth Dragon Balls. They didn't have time to gather them all. I only looked this up right now. I thought that was the case. I was very questioning it. Because you are right, Haru. The Dragon Balls on Namek's Dragon Balls originally were... They could not bring back more than one person at a time. That's why they had 3 wishes. During the Frieza saga. But during the Buu saga, they increased their power. The 3 wishes in the Buu saga were... Revive those killed since the morning of the 25th Martial Arts Tournament. And then, you know, bring back Earth, revive the people who were destroyed, and then to restore Goku's strength so he could completely fire the Spirit Bomb. They did, but for something else? I don't think they did use the Earth Dragon Balls. I think they gathered them. Let me look this up. They did. They used... So, Earth Dragon Balls were gathered, and then... Bulma used the wish to bring all of those that Vegeta killed during the Martial Arts World Tournament. Goku came in and stopped it and told Shenron to save the remaining wish. So it turned to stone for 4 months instead of the full year. after they brought the planet back, they used the last wish to erase the memory of Boo from the Earthlings. So good Boo could be there. Says, I've come with a great tragedy. I lost my Toy House account. Oh no. I don't know what that is, but that sounds rough. Let's see. Did they... Okay. I thought... So... It's funny that Dende's like, I can bring back multi-res, but only if we have 2 wishes instead of 1. Or instead of 3. And then Maury's like, yeah, I did the 3 wishes, but this. Thank you, Dragon Balls, is a peak title drop. Thank you, Dragon Balls. Remember, the Dragon Balls were used in Dr. Slump as a farmer wishes for a tractor. Good morning, Ness. Good morning. How are you feeling today? We're talking about Dragon Ball. I got a Dragon Ball. For what? I know the dub changed that. I thought originally... Okay. So here are the limitations of the Dragon Ball. It's Shenron cannot revive a person he has revived once before. Shenron cannot revive a person that has died more than 1 Earth year ago. Cannot kill a person whose power exceeds that of his creator. Grant the precise same wish twice. Revive a person who has died as natural causes. Create true love or force a person to fall in love. Make a person substantially stronger than their current limits. Transform a biotechnological type android back into an ordinary human being. Or make a wish in bumping the limitations of his power, like locating a Super Dragon Ball in another universe. Sanus, I've been using this joke that Sanus used Rain Dance and it's raining across the country. It's my fault. I'm sorry. Something you can only be invited to, and I forgot the account I used and can't find any of their Gmails. Oh, I'm so sorry, Bit. That sucks. I hope you can figure it out soon. Can I wish for endless pizza? Yes. Fun fact: if Bulma during the first season of Dragon Ball actually got to use her wish and not have to use it for panties because of Pilaf, originally she was on the hunt for a boyfriend, but then she met Yamcha, so she wasn't going to wish for a boyfriend. She was going to swap it for endless strawberries. Or a lifetime supply of strawberries. Yeah, Oolong did the panty wish to stop Pilaf, but it was going to be for strawberries. But think of this. If Bulma did wish for the perfect boyfriend, that would have just brought Vegeta to Earth. Think how different the story would have been. Ness, what would you do with endless pizza? I know you would eat it, but like... The Panty Wish will always be funny because it generally is Shenron misunderstanding him asking for Bulma because he can't make people fall in love. That's funny. Cure world hunger. That's true. I guess you would. But then what would you do about the world's obesity problems from all the pizza? You should wish for endless pizza that does not make you gain weight. Bulma and Vegeta got married and had kids. Wait, the Dragon Balls would cure world hunger? But I don't like pizza. Too bad, Haru. What if you've just not had the right pizza? Because pizza itself is so different. Fun fact, Vegeta and Bulma are not married. Doesn't Vegeta say, but that's my wife? Or no, he says that's my Bulma. I thought they got married. Just not a not on screen marriage. Yeah, no, they're recognized as husband and wife. I don't like the sensation of cheese and the sauce mixed. Yeah, they got married. That he refers to Bulma, Vegeta refers to Bulma as his wife, though, doesn't he? Bulma committed fraud and making documents for Vegeta. That's funny. He says you have your own wife, doesn't he? Hold on. Does Vegeta call Bulma his wife? During the Buu saga, Vegeta gets fiercely protective of Bulma and clearly for... Yeah! I'd love to climb that mountain, yummy. Yeah, whenever he's on the Kaioshin planet, they were talking to old Kai about getting... Oh no, Goku promised to give old Kai pictures of a hot woman, and he decided to go for Bulma, and he tells Vegeta about that. And Vegeta was like, don't you have your own wife? Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that you enjoy my mountains. I grew them myself. It was a kiss. A kiss from Bulma to old Kai, and Vegeta says that. Because that's my favorite scene of Buu. It's a good one. I've been watching a lot of what if scenarios of Dragon Ball, and some of them are like, what if this character came to Earth earlier or instead? I love the ones where it's Bardock and Gine actually get to raise Goku. I still find it funny how he just thought of someone who's basically his sister. Hold on. Hold on. That just made me remember something. In the Buu saga, he promises old Kai he would get Bulma to kiss him. In Super, he tells Vegeta he doesn't know what a kiss is. I think Goku's got definitely devolved as a character. I can explain the kiss thing. Okay, explain it for me because I actually don't know. I would use the Dragon Balls to wish for specific people to become their VTubers / OC characters. Panda, are you trying to tell me you wish that I would become Sanus IRL? To be honest, well, that was Goku was like that back when he was a kid. Maybe yes. Panda's going to be wish to Shenron to make me Sanus IRL. The giant dragon disappears only to be replaced with me, giant kaiju lady into the distance, sitting there brushing my teeth without a shirt on, looking shocked that I'm now so large. But I would add both memories. Would be so and would still be intact. Well, yeah, I'd hope so. So, is there a reason? I don't think I'm bigger than the full length of Shenron. Shenron's size. He doesn't mean to kiss. What Goku gets shocked is the fact that they are passing food like birds. Vegeta misunderstood that, thinking Goku means a kiss. So Vegeta asks, "Aren't you married?" And that's why Goku responds with, "Yeah, but we've never done that." It was supposed to be a gag about a misunderstanding, but nobody got it right. Oh. Okay. Shenron's size changes a lot, it looks like. So it's hard to fully say how big he is in general. Because sometimes he's not as big as he is for others. So to fight a Dragon Balls to get a wish from Sanus, you have to withstand her full love for a day straight. Yeah. You know, that makes sense because he's a country bumpkin, as you say, Sanus. That's true. Shinron is the size that looks better for the scene. Yes. So sometimes I am bigger than him, yes, while others I am not. I can take her. Like if I use the Dragon Balls to make you to your VTuber Ness. If Panda gathered the Dragon Balls and wished that you were your VTuber Sona IRL, would you be happy with it? I don't think the Dragon Balls would work on Neffy to make. Maybe not. I don't know. Probably. You probably would need. I have no idea. Who's all behind on Dragon Ball? Neffy's bigger than reality most of the time. Wouldn't she be mad because she hates water like I do? I don't think because she doesn't need to be in the water. She just can live in the water. Realistically, probably not. If be hunted down and experimented on. I don't think they would try to mess with you, Ness. I think that they would attempt, and then you would just eat their bones. Ugh. Question is, it just, well, the Dragon Balls are a weird one because they can't. Could the Dragon Balls turn you in? I think it all comes down to if the Dragon Balls, Shenron's Dragon Balls, are as good as the Cerealian Dragon Balls or better. Shadow Slayer, thank you for the follow. Welcome to being one of my little kitties. Hope you're having a fantastic night. Because if I got to be tiny and have my fucked up crazy strength and durability personality, or personally, it's a win. Y'all wouldn't be VTubers anymore. I mean, true. If I looked like me, if I looked like Sanus IRL, I absolutely would be doing face cams. Also, yeah, is Torunbo strong enough? They're better, the Cerulean specifically, for something in return always. I don't know. I don't know. Also, topic of Cerulean Dragon Balls. Fucking hate people thinking Bardock Wish did anything for Goku when Raditz has been dead for more than 20 years. The Wish did. No, Haru. You have to think of it this way. He wished that his two sons end up thriving. And they did. They grew up. His two sons thrived. And then they got old and became adults and killed each other. They both died. Then the wish was no longer affecting them. Once Goku was brought back, the wish still wasn't affecting them. Raditz did thrive until a special beam cannon came through. Yeah. It's kind of like they didn't understand how Bardock was able to fight against the Heaters when he did. And a lot of that is because the wish he made, he needed to go back to planet Vegeta to send Goku away. Should I date someone who looks like Sanus IRL? Won't lie, carded and adorable, even though Sanus stands over 800 feet tall. I mean, sure, not a lot can happen, but that don't mean shit. But he did thrive. Like, his wish was essentially more, I wish my children would grow up. Like, they would get their life and grow up. Was he happy? No. But I mean, like, would you have been okay. Part of the guy that I watch, a lot of the time when Raditz sees that, like, oh, Bardock and Gine are still alive, he ends up moving on to Earth and abandoning Vegeta and Nappa. And my favorite thing is usually, like, Nappa becomes a bike rider. I still kind of wish we kept Raditz alive. Raditz is one of the most underutilized characters. Whenever you visit, you have to hang out in a fishbowl so you don't get lost. Raditz didn't die by Frieza. It's true. How do you introduce the MC brother and not use him again like that? Because they forget about him. Wait, is that Salad Saiyan you're talking about? Salad Saiyan? Yes. Yes, it is, Phoenix. I still slowly think that they're possibly going to bring Raditz back in some form eventually. Because they keep showing him. Look at the Sheki translation and fair. Yeah, Bardock did ask specifically for them to grow up healthy, and that's it. Yes, they grew up healthy and then killed each other. For an example, Goku fought King Piccolo and should have died, but somehow his heart started back up. That was the wish. The wish kicked in for that and brought him back to life. Make Raditz into a time patroller. I don't even remove the time patroller stuff. Now, it's hard to say. Well, we're gonna have to wait until they're done remaking the series, because they're gonna redo Resurrection. They're probably gonna redo Resurrection F along with Battle of Gods, because there's a lot of plot holes and loose ends that they need to fix on those since Super came out, and that's why they're remaking. That's why they're remaking Battle of Gods in the first place. He could be good. Is there any media releases that you're looking forward to, Sanus? I'm not sure, honestly. I'm kind of behind on a lot of media. I need to catch up on some of the... I haven't watched any anime in a couple... did I even watch any anime last year? I don't think I did. It's been a couple years before they shut it down. Yeah, I wish they'd changed Super Saiyan God to Saiyan God. I want Raditz to come back. I know that my problem with Dragon Ball Resurrection F, apparently they cleanse the souls and then they're revived. But I'm unsure. My problem with Resurrection is that it's bad. Yes. Well, yes. It's a completely nothing burger movie. It just needs to be reminded that all of Dragon Ball, all of the scenes in Dragon Ball that happened in the afterlife, except for Goku going to King Kai's planet, is filler. That Frieza is just as much of an irredeemable motherfucker. He couldn't be cleansed. Correct. Frieza could not be irredeemed. That was his thing. Resurrection F was supposed to be a Vegeta movie. I thought it was just for fights. I still think it's interesting they use Xenoverse to drop more lore, such as DDJ4, SSJ4 being on par with God form, but it's not. The thing read about Xenoverse is it's not really lore. Super Saiyan 4 is not on par with God. That's why he never, unless we get something in the updated Super stuff, that Super Saiyan 4, because it is a canonical thing. Eat me, please. I'll put you on my toast. Don't you worry, Cristo. Now that it is a canon form, because of Daima, it could work, but they have to they're redoing those parts of the series because there's so much now added to the lore that you have to figure it out. I bet you we still won't get it in Xenoverse though. What, Super Saiyan 4? For player characters, probably not. Xenoverse is not written by Toriyama or Toyo. They only make things of their own story. For example, Daima makes the entire story of Xenoverse 1 and 2. About remaking the Demon World make no sense because the Demon World exists there. Correct. Xenoverse is just a game version of the Heroes. It's just the world release of Heroes. That was it. Correct. They're just fan stuff, basically. However, I will still forever and always believe that Tien could have easily have defeated Cell's Super Kamehameha. The one that Gohan nearly died to, but was able to reflect back. Klonoa is the best Dragon Ball character. Yeah, Ness, there's a lot of Dragon Ball stuff. Ness, you do know more about than Naruto than anyone I know, though. The boosted cell, yes. So, it's a running gag that... So, in Dragon Ball, Tien was able to completely reverse and reflect Goku's Kamehameha. He is canonically immune to the Kamehameha. And be safe, Bit. We'll see you next time. In the games, they tend to make that a thing. Like, he's immune to it. He cannot be affected by it. Is that canonical? Is this a canon thing? I guess it was canonical with the Daizenshu. Funny thing memes did here is that Tien couldn't do that because Cell's Kamehameha is green and Tien is specifically immune to blue Kamehamehas. That's stupid. That's stupid. It's funny, but that's stupid. Teddy Bear 5222, thank you for the follow. Welcome to me, one of my little cuties. Hope you're having a fantastic night. I guess morning, evening, evening. And it's stupid and I love it for it. I think the reason why he didn't is because Toriyama, for one, forgot about Tien's immunity to Kamehameha. And two, they wanted Gohan to be able to finish it. I don't understand why people dislike Boruto, because what Boruto did to Naruto is they basically made everything that the entire Naruto series, weak and useless. And the immense amount of filler. Essentially, they assassinated essentially many of the characters in Boruto that people loved in Naruto because they wanted to make Boruto be stronger. They could have just had the movie and ended it there. Yes, they could have. who makes the entire first saga filler because they wanted to make the show early. That's the only thing I can think of. Hey, Haru. Apparently, Tien should. So you know how Krillin is the strongest human, and people always go, "Well, what about Tien?" Accordingly, Tien is not a full human. The guy who took over Boruto sexualized a lot of child characters. Ew, gross. Tien is technically part alien. He is the Triclops, or the three-eyed people, are a group of ancient aliens that Tien descends from. That's such a funny as fuck thing, not gonna lie. Yes. So effectively, Tien is he still could be strong enough to keep up with the other Z Warriors. The anime had the good sense to tone down the outfits, thankfully. I'm afraid to even look this up. Why? What the hell? Character Naruto with the least amount of screen time is 1010. It's true. But that's because the writers, especially of this of the sent me a pic. Oh god. Yeah. Very questionable. Why would they do that? I guess it's that time. See you Sunday. It is that time. I do have to get ready. Okay. Want to close out of this. Guys, sorry again for not streaming yesterday. Was just not in the best of moods. It is time. It's 12 o'clock. I've been streaming for 2 hours. Breakfast only lasts 2 hours with me. I know. I'm sorry, Little Red, but we will be back on Sunday. Hang out, talk, interact. It'll be later, my normal time at 6 p.m. EST. Do I have anything planned for this Sunday? I don't think I have anything. Oh, Sai Sunday. Stupid me. Yes. Sai Sunday. We'll be doing a VR chat hangout. Usually the Sunday ones are going to be a little shorter as well. Because of that, we'll be doing a hangout VR chat about 30 minutes-ish beforehand. That way we can hang out, talk, interact, and then the stream itself will last for a few hours, where I will be big and all of you will be small around me. Stuff like that. Can't believe it's already Sunday. Feels like it was Sunday just yesterday. But thank you all for hanging out. I'm already going to miss you. Let's see if there's anyone on I can send you off to If not, we won't send anyone anywhere, but we're just gonna see. Can send you to Tay. Can send you to Stella. It feels like Sunday was just a week ago. It does, doesn't it? I'm not gonna send anyone anywhere. No raids today. Instead, you will disperse and find love and appreciation. So, you all have a wonderful day. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you Sunday. Mwah. Goodbye, everyone.